Hello,
Right,
everybody. Welcome back. Um, we last left off on the session 22. You guys made it to the Temple of Light. You guys confronted some chromatic dragonborn. You noticed that there was a disagreement between the Draconians and the chromatic dragonborn, and there was a very tall, slender, infernal smelling and looking dragon. um, a fight broke out. You guys engaged the Dragonborns. There was a lot of fleeing of bodies, and our giant friend Garth slaughtered many. Um, uh, while our while Talaran with his ice blade cut through and really froze the competition. Uh, as well as smites and sneak attacks. It was and flinging spells, of course. Um, you guys defeated the chromatic dragonborn, and you guys were able to stabilize Ariane, the first monk of the Temple of Light. So the rain is still pouring down. Bodies are have littered the temple, and you guys have rushed over and um, stabilized Ariane. She begins to sort of wake up. This sort of shadowy knight-like figure standing over her kind of reconnects with her body and fades into her. She sighs heavily and looks over at all of you. You have my thanks, but I am afraid that we are the last. And she looks over to you, um, Dario. I feels that we are the last two survivors of the Temple of Light.
So it would seem we must maintain our traditions and stuff.
Do you have anywhere to go?
This is it. This is my home. Everybody I've known gone. Like that. But they fought well. She points out that even before the battle had started, there was lots of corpses of orcs and other dragonborn and stuff. They fought hard, but not hard enough. Rest here for the night, for the day, and we'll talk about next plans. Thank you again. She looks to all of you and bows. Brutalized, her like ribs are broken, bloodied. But she bows to all of you.
bow back.
Titus will also bow
I
back.
remove my hat.
The temple is yours to use. I don't believe there's many resources, but um, once inside, give me a few hours and we can discuss next plans. Um, she'll unlock the temple, or she'll open up the doors. The doors are destroyed. They've been bashed in, and she begins leading you guys inside. Actually, let me pull up a map real quick. Actually, do I have? I should have a map on here. If not, it's okay. I do not. But what do you guys want to do?
Gonna look at some of the bodies, see if they have anything on them.
Sure.
Of course, the enemy bodies, of course.
Sure.
Don't want to desecrate our allies.
Right. Don't want to do that,
Not in front of them, too,
Right, of course, you don't want to be a hypocrite or anything.
Of
I'm
course
standing
not.
right here.
Of course.
I look at the monk. Don't worry. I'm just checking the lizard people.
There.
Why are you only checking the lizard people? Ain't like the other dead are going to eat it.
What?
I've grown a little soft on these guys. Not really my
I'm
character,
gonna
you know.
shoot a glare at our dwarf friend.
Titus is also really judging.
Girth just kind of sits there and picks out a tooth.
Alrighty.
What?
Can't argue with it. He's not wrong. It's just it's a bit. Bit
They just
disrespectful to the
died, you
king's
know.
people.
Oh, it's like he's out of line, but he's,
Well, he's
not wrong.
Do I need to roll or anything to check the?
I'm gonna see what everybody else is doing,
Okay.
and then what?
So I'm going to. I'm gonna preempt some shit, some fuckery here, and begin gathering the dead for their burials.
Sure.
I am going to shut the eyes of my fallen brethren.
You do that, and I'll pick them up and then take them where they need to go.
We'll also pick up the dead lizard folk
I
after I loot
think
them.
okay, as long as you said that.
And Titus is also gonna aid in giving them a proper burial.
Edgar begins helping all of you with the burial process of casting various spells to make sure that they don't come back. This takes about a good majority of the day. Digging, and he goes around to each body, no matter what side it's on, and begins blessing and using a spell known as gentle repose on it, making sure the bodies don't decay. I got my map pulled up here. Yeah, you take bodies outside and you take them inside. You notice that the Draconians that did help you, that they have since left. The orcs have since left, and the elves, Tellarn, that were helping you have sort of taken post and sort of patrolling around the temple grounds.
All right.
And if you are on Roll20, you can see the map, but not required. As you guys enter the temple, you see that there are, to the front of you, there's some pews that are broken. You see an altar and a podium that are destroyed. Immediately to the right is a little lounge area with some uneaten food, some chairs. There's a door kind of to the right where there looks like a confessional booth. If you go to the podium, there's a kitchen, there's a library area, there are some more eating areas, and then there's a building off to the right side, down a hall, where there is lodging and fireplace and such. So it takes oh, I forgot. Who was looting bodies?
The one and only.
The one and only? Alright, the one and
Sammy
only.
Swashy. Yeah. Unless someone else wanted to.
Oh, with some bodies.
Alrighty. I'll have you guys make investigation checks as you're rifling through the various bodies.
I got a 16.
16. You find quite a bit of coin. It's about like 50 gold. And unlike the were you just looting the Dragonborn corpses?
Essentially, yeah.
You find lots of pieces of broken plate mail. You find about 6 pieces of broken plate mail. Non-magical.
Okay.
Aaron,
You said 16?
Six pieces
Oh.
of broken plate. Yeah.
And I. Is it an investigation?
Yes, sir.
4.
4. You find like scraps of just like leather. A lot of the stuff like is either like you find the metal, but like it's so damaged and so like not usable. The weapons are broken. You find some, just lots of broken pieces of gear.
Okay.
So looting, and then the rest of you guys were just putting bodies in the holes.
Yeah, Titus was saying a prayer to the maimed god for, like, may the defenders live a peaceful afterlife and may the aggressors face justice in the afterlife.
Amen, brother. So yeah, that's about that goes into evening. Is there anything else you guys would like to do before the long rest?
I will also pray for the fallen.
All right. You pray for your the Sui monks that once fought valiantly. Your friends and brothers and sisters that fought. That you and it's weird for you, Dario, because you'd left about like 10 years ago. And you left to go find yourself and to just was the monk life really the life for you? And they taught you a lot. And to finally come back and go, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. And to find those who trained you, ones that taught you, the ones that you broke bread with, are all dead. And that is just such a shock. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do before I close out? To learn? Sam?
I have.
Not too
I-
much for me to do.
Okay.
Other than, I guess. Hang on.
I just like to double check before, we switch.
I need to see one thing. Come on. I want to see what this says. Third level.
Uh-oh. Fireball everybody. I'm joking with you.
No, I'm not gonna fireball everybody.
Today.
That's too basic and expected. We gotta be different.
You gotta always catch them off guard.
Exactly.
It's more of a
Everyone
tell-
expects the fireball. No one expects the ice ball.
Yeah.
True.
See, Fireball is more of a Taldor. Talaran's more of like a cold of cone,
I wish a wizard would throw a skee ball once in a while.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Hurlieren's, you're not wrong. The Cone of Cold. I thought that was a different spell that you were talking about. Just throw it out there.
Get iced. Put everybody on ice.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm
How else are you supposed
going.
to preserve the dead?
Yes, Talaran.
I'm going to cast Sending,
Sure.
and to the person who hired me,
Yeah.
whoever that may be, I don't know.
Was-
I imagine they're high up.
Was one of the
Does not
arch-
matter. Does
yeah.
not matter. Don't want to know right now.
Okay.
I am sending them word of the status of the Temple of Light.
Okay. You have 25 words if you want to be specific, or we can just summarize it in 20. Like, you send a message out to them, so it can be.
All but one remain. Aggressors are dead. My men will stay. And guard. That's it.
He will respond, because he can respond back. They're well done. There have been reports that they have spread. Keep your eyes peeled and your blade sharp.
Understood. Got it.
Send messages. That was the Archmagi that you spoke with.
Okay.
Sending spells about the war with the Dragonborn. Alrighty. So if that's everybody, if that's everything everybody wants to do, Ariane goes into her quarters, takes a big sigh, and just begins resting. You guys all fall asleep. Lots of weird dreams just about the encounter. Doubts in your mind, as you know, there's just a lot of things, like how big, like a lot of like this a similar theme kind of goes across your guys' dreams, and that's just sort of like how big of a scale is this war. And Saldana, you get lots of just like a lot of your memories of just with your family and the times of you and your military, and you get more memories of just you leading wars. And Talaran, you find yourself in this trance of just, in your trance you are remembering your family and the times before the convergence, and you find yourself training your blade, wielding the ice magic. Sammy, I think a little bit of your weed burnt a little bit in the fight, and you get these very exotic and very relaxing dreams.
I should have offered some to the less fortunate monks.
The one.
Garth, you have dreams of you're in crocodile PJs and you're just frolicking the fields with your crocodile, and you're just having a good time. But also, like, the dream turns into a dramatic shift where you see all these dead crocodiles, and you're like, vengeance! And then you wake up screaming, vengeance! And then you go back to sleep.
Just the Wake of the Dead just snaps, just only the upper body, legs don't move, just no, and then falls back.
I'm imagining that while you're frolicking in the fields with the croc, it's playing the song "So Happy Together," and then when the dead ones show up, it goes to 1 is the loneliest number.
Okay. So here's a question for you. Perfect way to describe this. Okay, have any of you guys seen Team Fortress 2's Pyro
Yes.
intro? That is what. It's literally just me as Pyro, just as Gert, just frolicking through the fucking fields with the gate crocs, and then it just flips to reality.
Everything's
Oh,
on
no.
fire. Everyone's dying.
Oh god.
Titus, you have dreams of sort of similar emotions where there's sort of like half and half, right? It's like half joyous and half triumphant, but also it's also there's like a triumphant feeling to your dream, but there's also this great sadness in the deaths of many, both good and evil, because you know that death comes for all, not just the good, not just the bad. So there's this very like somber, joyous tone to your dreams as you sleep. Your parents are with you, and I believe that's Dylan, how did I say your character's name? Dario. Dario,
Yep.
you have a similar experience where you're just sort of you find yourself in your dream which is sad. But you know that, and around you you feel the multiple hands on your shoulder of all of your teachers and students and peers, and you're saddened, but you also know that they will be with you. Everybody wakes up. You all get a long rest. Congrats. And you find
Congrats on the PTSD.
yeah, congrats on the PTSD.
Congrats on the trauma.
A trip,
Huzzah.
baby.
You smell food. You smell this wonderful potatoes and rice and eggs. Both Edgar and Ariane are both making food. The elves are there also helping prepare food in the kitchen, and you guys all get geared up. You can swap your spells. The wizard, you can swap your spell slots out if you want, or yeah, your prepared spells for the day. Paladin too, you can swap out your spells. But the day is yours. Or you guys will all congregate eventually in the kitchen, where food's being passed out. Ariane looks at all of you. Oh, I'm so glad that you all rest. You all look very well rested. Are you ready for the debrief?
Completely.
Yeah.
Indeed.
As you know, all of the Temple of Gods are dead. I and Dario, the last. There were more forces that steamrolled us. There were some that went through the forest of the Yusai forest, or the Yusai touched woods. They went up through the river, and then there were some that continued down to the RNH town, the town of Roden and Henrik. That is all that we know. And from my understanding, the Dawn, the Citadel of the Dawn, I don't know if that's been secured. I just know that they were all coming from that castle.
Well, do we want to go in the woods and chase them down, or we want to go to the Citadel?
Well, you
Isn't-
would know that the Citadel has already been secured, but she didn't.
Yeah,
Oh.
we did that.
She just doesn't know that.
Who wants to tell them?
The Citadel is already secured.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm relieved by that information.
Do you have any prisoners captured or anything like that, or nah?
I do not believe they took any prisoners. I'm grateful you showed up when you did. I would have been dead if you didn't show up.
Okay.
So to be clear, we are at the Temple of Light, right?
Yes, you're at the
Yes.
Temple of Light.
Okay. I wasn't sure if we were at the Temple of the Light or the Because I thought the where we were fighting the Dragonborn was just a random temple.
No, that is the Temple of Light that you guys fought them at. Yeah, see,
Do you have any books or tomes here?
unfortunately, all of them got destroyed. I would. You can look to see if there's any that remain, but I believe a lot of them did get destroyed. They left the kitchen intact, but not the library. But
Oh, that's the
Feel-
important thing.
feel free to check.
I'll do that after breakfast.
Sure. So yes, the RNH town is a very small lumber town on the edge of the Yusei touched woods. Now, you are familiar with the woods, are you? Its properties.
Is it spooky?
Uh,
Is it cursed or something?
it is the Feywild. It is the Feywild. It's not.
Oh, it's magical.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It is the Feywild. It is.
Well, I'm out.
Fuck that place.
I'm out being from the swamp. I ain't that fucking stupid.
Right, a little sprinkle of magic here and there.
Yeah, dude.
Your
Ray
ears
of
aren't
some-
sharp enough to deal with that kind of stuff anyway, right?
What was that?
I'm saying that to Garth.
Oh, I didn't hear what you
said-
said.
I said your ears aren't sharp enough to deal with that stuff, that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah. Maybe we can ask some of
What
the
does that
elder
mean?
assistants.
Does
Kind of look
Right.
at you and like
He doesn't know.
kind of
Duh.
gesture like, look at yourself.
does my
He looks
character
down at himself. It's like, and so looks up, just dumb face, not sure what you're referring to.
He's a pure soul.
Yes, Dario.
does my character ever recall going into the forest when he
Yes.
was last in?
Yes. So you know Dario, and as well as you, Talaran, you guys both know that the Feywild, weird stuff happens. But if you stay on the path, like the road, you'll still encounter weird stuff, but it's not as bad as if you go like directly into the woods.
Alright.
As long as there's not a hag we can grapple, I think we'll be fine.
And Dario, you are familiar with Russia's Restful Respite, the world-renowned hospitality inn in the middle of the Feywild, so
I question why you know of that.
everybody who Talaran, you even know of that. Only the cool kids know about that.
Okay,
Only
that
the
explains why.
band
Garth was
kids
never a
know
cool
about
kid.
it.
Only the
The
cool
magical people.
kids.
Yeah,
And
That,
those
that
who
explains why.
and those who've been in previous campaigns know about it.
We
Oh.
know about Rush.
Yeah.
We miss him.
So
Oh, so
so-
the hags still exist then? Well, my character doesn't know that. But,
actually,
The
some part-
hags don't exist. Remember?
Oh.
there's actually something
okay.
far worse than the hags, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Versus body. That's right.
so
Or somebody's body.
Garth or Matt, one of
Yep.
our former players.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay.
It was me just talking more
Right,
jokingly
okay.
than anything. You're fine.
But that's in honor of one of our former players who's
Yeah, no, you're completely fine. It was just me making a pun.
But yeah, what do you guys out of character? What do you guys want to do?
I will let the party know that we should, if we go into the main forest, stick to the path. Unless you wanna absolutely lose your mind.
Get a little too magical.
Can't lose what you don't got.
So Garth's on.
Maybe.
No,
he's
Garth
sharp enough.
still he may not have much of mind, but he's not stupid enough to go in the Feywild. Fuck that, I'm out. Now Garth just going, nope. Don't fuck with the Fey shit.
Yeah. I think Sakenton Road is probably the best bet. We don't need to get confused or fall for illusions with the Fae.
Yeah. Like hags, you know? Don't want that happening.
One step on the wrong pine cone, and you're suddenly in a wave of eyeballs. Don't recommend it.
Dylan, I'm getting memes of Kit Harrington now because you mentioned him. Like
Let's
5
go.
minutes ago. Alright, go ahead.
Yeah.
So I guess we're all agreeing to go to the forest. Well, trail in the forest.
Grudgingly.
The
So-
majority vote, at least.
So the safest way there is to go to the RNH town first, and then go to, or you could just straight cut through the woods. So there's two. You have two options, but sounds like one option is off the table. Yeah, sorry. I kind of like how the map was made. It sort of railroads you guys to the RNH town, but you don't have to stay there. You could skip right through it. My apologies.
And,
That was bad. That was bad map design.
Doesn't bother me.
Yeah, that's alright.
I'm
Are
gonna ask
any
the wizard to help me search for book or like scrolls and stuff.
You're gonna have to speak up.
So I'm gonna ask the wizard to help me search for scrolls and anything of magical interest
Sure.
with an emphasis on teleportation circles. What would that give me? What would we roll for that?
You would roll a. So you're looking for books and
Yeah.
information. That will be a investigation check
Investigation.
with advantage because you're having Tellarn help you.
So that's a nat 20.
A nat 20. Oh my gosh, I got a reward on that. How do I reward a nat 20? Well, you
point of
ask-
inspiration?
We're asking. Yeah, you just get inspiration. No, that would be such a dick move.
Gain any spell you want.
No. So you will.
No.
Wait, hold on.
No.
You do find an ancient relic that actually I'm gonna do something really freaking crazy. But well, hold on one second.
I don't like it when the DM says we're doing something crazy.
Oh, I'm doing
That
something
scares me.
absolutely crazy. I mean, I already threw a Trask at you guys, so like, what's something like
Hey, bro,
Yeah.
just
cool?
get a
Time?
scroll that's
Yeah,
that'll
it'll
be
be
fun to do
fun.
again.
right?
Possibly go wrong.
Okay,
We didn't
So,
learn our lesson
actually-
the first time.
actually,
Or I mean, mine.
actually, I
Round
want,
two.
I
Fight.
want, would like John and Aaron to meet me in the session. Just you two.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
What are
So
we doing?
you guys, as you guys are looking for books, you find what appears to be a ancient metal tome, unlocked. The lock seems to be rusted off, but the contents seem to be intact. The whereabouts. So as you're combing through this book, it is detailing the whereabouts of the Book of Exalted Deeds. If you guys would like to make a history check or a religion check or an arcana check to determine what the Book of Exalted Deeds is, please do so now.
I'll do an
And
arcana check.
You could give each other
Same
advantage if
here.
you want, or actually, both of you guys get advantage for this. because this is
We
a big
get
this is a-
advantage too.
yeah.
Nat 20.
All right. Hey. All right. All right.
Hey, wait, hang on. I also lucked out here with that nat 20.
Oh my God.
Whose
No way.
check is higher?
No
Whose check is
way.
higher, Aaron?
So Arcana, I have a 26.
No way.
I have a 32.
Oh my gosh. This is wild.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
This is
I got
all
that
like.
plus 12.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
How do you get-
So
Damn, that's impressive.
you guys are looking through this, and you both have like your eyes begin to radiate with like this holy energy, and you like you can feel your eyes go in the back of your head as you're doing this check. You have like this divine revelation. You know what? So, Saldana, during your time in the military, when you were working with the stronghold, the people that were the army that you were sort of underneath, you were trying to search for the Book of Exalted Deeds, and you could not find it. And you know of the Book of Exalted Deeds to be one of those the holiest of holy books, that you that is like the epitome of good, like everything good in the world, like that's what it's all about. And the definitive treatise on all that is good in the multiverse. The fabled Book of Exalted Deeds figures predominantly in many religions rather than being a scripture devoted to a particular faith. The book's various authors filled with pages with their own vision of true virtue. And Tel'Aran, you also, but even more, like, oh my God, this is a fabled book. Like this, it's real. Like you've heard rumors about it, but knowing that a book confirms its existence, and it knows roughly of where its whereabouts are at. If you have the map pulled up, it is saying that the whereabouts are somewhere deep within the Land of Shadows, which is the Shadowfell on the material plane. So like it's somewhere in the Ashen Wastes.
Are there any clues as to where in the Ashen Wastes it may be?
I want to come up with a let me take a note. I'm gonna revisit that because I want to have like a riddle or something. Clues for the Book of Exalted Deeds in the Ashen Waste. Because this is all like improv, so I will come back to that. But as you're reading the book, the more you read this book, the more clues you'll find. So I'm gonna put a pin in that if you're okay with that. Because I want to come up with like a riddle.
I mean, can't really beat more out of the dry sponge. So
Okay, so you guys are both like freaking out. Like this is it's a big freaking deal. All right, we'll cut back over to the channel. Are you guys satisfied with that? With your natural 20s?
yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We'll cut back over to general.
What time we start? 4 is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Eyes begin to glow.
yeah. So the guys in the library having a divine revelation.
We're
the
dead.
The guys that are here. The guys over here. What do you guys do? Are you guys just still planning strategic? What's the game plan? Tell
Well,
me.
we know we're going to the trail in the forest. That's what
Okay.
we know for sure.
Okay. Will you be cutting through the woods, or will you be cutting through H&R Town and then down the road?
It'd be cool to warn people at H&R Town what happened in Light.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah,
That would
I
make
can use
sense.
some investment ideas from H&R Block.
I
Do
could
that.
spend thousands of gold on bullshit, at that town. Or sell my 3 diamonds. I still have my inventory.
Time to crash the economy. Yeah.
You don't realize that 50 gold is a dime in the bucket because of how much money you gave me for selling just 1 diamond.
Dude. Mistakes are made, but not regretted.
But like, I'm not abusing it. I'm holding
Oh,
on
no.
to it. It's
Oh,
that,
no.
you know, once
No,
we
I-
see an opportunity to buy a horse and carriage, You
Shit's
know.
getting sold.
you know that I have won the lottery. There'll be hints.
I'm not
There'll be
saying I would
hints.
spend all my money, but
Spend enough of it.
If I could rent a military and have a base on an oil rig, I would.
Oh yeah, like you could use that money to make like a little bastion, and then have like I could implement like
Or I could be a saint and fund the reconstruction of the Temple of Light.
yeah, but
Wow.
who'd
Be a
really
little
want
pietist,
to do
you know?
that?
Well,
Who'd really want to do something like that?
Yeah, I'd have to do some incentives, you know. They'd have to, like, you know, be fine
Bring
with
their
allowing Hookskin members to, like, attend at their holy place, you know,
all right. So,
as a
I
safe
grew up
haven.
here. Save your money.
alrighty. So, Talaran and Saldana come back, and their eyes are like a little golden, like bright, like a nice, like there's like a slight halo behind them, kind of flickering in and out, and they kind of
You've become saints.
they stumble back like drunk, but not like on alcohol, but on like divine revelation, and they're just like kind of flailing a little bit, like so. You can tell them if you would wish. I just had to describe what you guys look like.
I'll let the slime goblin say what we need to say.
Okay.
Slime Goblin.
Can you refresh me real quick what we're doing or what the current plan is with what was her name? Is trying to set us upon?
Oh, Ariande.
Yeah.
She just was just informing you guys that orcs, the bad guys went in two directions. They cut through the woods, and then some went down to the RNH town. So it was kind of up to you guys. Like, do you want to maybe hunt down the rest of the Dragonborn? Do you want to cut through the woods or go to RNH town? But ultimately, like
Okay.
going to RNH town would lead into the forest at some point. But sticking to the road, of course.
Okay.
That's sort of what was discussed so far.
Do you want to go in the forest? Do you want to take the path, or do you
Okay,
want to go in the
so-
woods and die?
All right, now in character. So we could continue on the path to the forest, or the wizard and I have found a potential lead on the book of exalted deeds and the Shadowfell. So do we want Feywild or Shadowfell? Huh?
Shadow what?
Huh? Huh?
Tell us more about this lead.
We know the book is there,
Okay. And what can the
and
book
it is
do?
the
Unlike a simpleton to this.
it is like the most supremely holy book in all of existence.
And there's
Oh,
only
I'm
one copy
told.
of them?
It is of like super important and awesome.
I want to use some insight. I want to make an insight check here on our miniature friend here with the hat.
Oh, Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy, roll me a history check to see if you know anything about the Book of Exalted Deeds.
Oh man. I got a 6. I know nothing.
Yeah,
I
you
am
were
a
like,
simpleton.
Book of Exalted what? Exalted Deeds nuts? I have no.
He's heard enough. And he asked the right question. There's only one.
One copy in existence. My. It's kind of.
As I said, I want to roll an insight to see what if I'm picking up on what he's thinking.
I was. I guess you can roll, and then I'll tell you if you pass.
Sure. All right. 17.
All right, I can tell you. I'm like, you'd think that they would make a few more copies of this just in case it gets lost or burned.
Uh,
Imagine the value of this book. But
um,
I guarantee no one's gonna sell it.
Talaran, you know that people, same with the Book of Vile Darkness, with your 31 check on the Book of Exalted Deeds, you know that people try to make copies of both the Book of Exalted Deeds and the Book of Vile Darkness, but it like kills the person in the process who's trying to make a copy.
I'm not aware of that. Clearly,
No, but
I'm going
Talaran
to
is.
relay that to Sandy.
I'm like, oh,
And I am going to say, truly, it is priceless, and those who find it would defend it with their lives.
noted.
Good. Do my eyes still glow when I say that?
A little bit, yeah.
I'll
They
say yes.
flicker. They flicker. There's sort of like a light, like a flashlight that's sort of like kind of going in and out at this point. But they do flicker a
They
bit.
hear the click, like click, click, click.
Yeah.
What happened to your eyes?
He's being serious. What he's doing, extremely serious.
They flicker to the red eyes when I say that.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, duly noted.
So, what is the plan? Ariande and both Edgar are like, oh, that's a big deal. Like they both recognize like such a relic is a very important deal, as they're both holy people.
I look at them and I go, and I hold up the book. How did you not know about that?
Right?
It was just there on a shelf.
she goes.
She's in
Thought it-
shock from the combat. They
Listen,
forgot.
all of her friends died. She thought everything got destroyed. Okay, I thought the book got destroyed. I'm glad I know of that book. I'm glad you found it. Thank goodness. Thank you.
Likely story.
Woman moment, guys.
One moment. Oh my! You knew of the book's existence, and
Yeah.
your order
Like,
did
"Oh, yeah,
nothing
it's a
to
cool
secure
metal
it?
bound book.
Listen, I
We
knew-
broke the DM.
I
You
listen.
didn't even hide it.
Listen.
Wasn't there
You're the
a,
one in charge now. You're the one who has to answer for the sins of the fathers.
I
And I
mean, she's
begin
gonna
to
live
like
with
tap
this.
my arms, like
She looks at you and go, well, my. She actually wants to say something, but is choosing not to. She's like, you know what? Like she really wants to say something, but she's biting her tongue. Not like out of like malice, but just out of like she's trying to hold back a secret.
Oh,
Secrets. Is it a secret tunnel?
It's not actually. It's a secret
is it a
something.
secret insult?
Not a secret tunnel.
Make
I
a
can't break out in song.
make an insight check.
Okay. I got. Ooh, I got a 12. Not that great.
You're not really sure
I'm
what
11.
she's. 11. Yeah, you're not really.
Mm.
Look, I know someone that can potentially help if you want to pursue that. I know someone who could help you, but you gotta not tell anybody. Well, there's really no one else to tell, but you really gotta.
Promise.
Yeah.
I look at the tin can, I look at the midget, and I look at the other midget, and I go, not a word.
Promised.
Just give me an hour.
Secret is safe
just
with
nod.
me.
Stay here. Give me an hour, and then she leaves. She leaves out the temple.
On the shelf.
All right. So, do you guys wait an hour?
Where the fuck else am we gonna go?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you could leave to go to the
I mean, like, I
Sorry.
could teleport us to the
Oh,
the Shadowfell.
Just so you know, get like the most.
OP
You-
book
you-
in existence.
We don't have it yet. We know about its whereabouts, and you're making a big fucking deal about it. Of course, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
Alright, so,
What the fuck am I gonna do?
So,
Just
Um,
immediately teleport there? Like, no.
so an
Charlie
hour.
doesn't give a shit about Rush.
Okay, so an hour goes by, and you see that she's coming back, and she has this cloaked older figure with a beard and staff in hand, and he's sort of like, he looks well for his age. He's older human, like Gandalf kind of, but like greenish gray robes. And he comes into like the sort of the pew area where you guys set up, and he looks at all of you. I am glad you kept my granddaughter safe. I am Silas, the one of three. And he bows to all of you. You know this as one of the three mortals who ascended to godhood. You all know of it is the poet, the illusionist, and Silas. They were three heroes back about 200-300 years ago, that saved what would be known as Irsten Seguis, saved that world, that continent from a cataclysmic event. And he seems to have been those three have seemed to converge into this new continent. Yes, you know of the whereabouts of the Book of Exalted Deeds. Yes, that book does exist, and I'm glad the tome that resides here, that knows of its whereabouts, did survive the attack. My granddaughter did not know of that book in here, as I put it here.
Good save.
Is that the granddaughter and goes, so you lied.
She said she knew it was them.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
The future of this temple is fucking doomed.
Bro.
Ooh.
It's okay. I would offer my assistance, but I don't think that's my job. It might be too railroady. He winks at you guys. I think you have
Railroady.
I think you guys
Hell's
have
a
the,
railroad.
What is a railroad?
I think you guys have the means to get there if you wish. If you choose to go down that path.
God, that's enough for the peanut gallery.
Sorry, I just had to.
No,
Barlarian's looking at everybody like, what the fuck's a railroad?
Yeah. Trains and shit.
What the fuck's a train?
Thing that goes into the falls a trail.
That's your mother, Junior.
Actually, Sammy, you would know what a train is.
Yeah, I know what a train is.
It
goes on
because
a path that just doesn't
Um,
alter from the path it is going on.
and Azur Mava or Betul Bala, there are trains. There are indeed trains. There's like a
Yes.
monorail. There's like a monorail.
It's like a carriage without a horse, run by the power of burning things. Like
No, that's a car, you
Oh.
silly goose.
Also a train.
It's just a bigger
But-
car.
It's
Semis are
used
just
to,
trains on the road.
yeah. But
But
yeah,
yeah.
it's big machine. Anywho,
anything you would like to ask a deity? Now's your chance.
I don't know if Titus really can comprehend what to ask a deity, considering he's a firm believer in the maimed god.
Well, I mean, you can believe in one god and acknowledge another god's like, yep,
Well, yeah,
that's a real dude.
so he's
mm,
like, it's not that he is like not in belief of what he's seeing. It's that he's like, holy shit, I'm talking to a god. It's more of a
It's just n-
starstruck.
think of it like a
reaction than
tier, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not your god, which is the god, but it's
Yeah.
certainly a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the three of us, myself, the poet, and the illusionist, we all three of us look forward to how things transpire amongst your party. You've done a lot of good so far, and we are so happy to see that. We hope it's exciting to see other adventurers do what we've done, do what we did many, many years ago. So, you make us old timers feel good.
Glad to hear it.
No problem.
Well, if you have nothing else to ask, I will be on my way, and happy hunting for the book. And you see her eyes just glare this burning fire of just annoyance at her grandfather. And he just sort of chuckles, and then in that moment he vanishes.
So what book are we looking for again?
I don't do much reading.
Perfect timing.
Too
Now
much.
that the man's gone. Perfect timing.
Glad to be of assistance.
I do what I do.
All right, gentlemen, where you guys headed to?
Mm,
Okay, quick question.
Yeah.
So, I have that teleportation circle to Shadar Kai.
You do in fact
and it's
have a teleportation.
lightly guarded. Now, are they evil? There.
Make
Do I know that?
make a religion or history check for me.
That's a great question. Are they evil?
Evil? Are the elves evil? Yeah, just make a
Yeah, it's like,
history.
hey, I get this quick.
Well,
instant
it's in the
transit.
Shadowland. I don't like.
Right.
Oh, is that city on the tip?
That is, hold on. It is the city in the dead center of the Shadowlands.
Can you
There's like a
pull up the
very
map, the world map, please, on Roll20?
Let me go here. 1 second. Let me go this, and then let me go. See if it will allow me to.
Okay, you said history.
Or religion.
Soft 20.
All right, soft 20. You know that you would know that there are certain sects of elves that are honor bound to other elves or half elves. You are not, as all elves believe in the Fidelis Deus, or the faithful god.
Okay.
So you would get it. it's a good chance.
But
that this
they're elves and not drow, which is
What-
a good thing, right?
No. Even drow, even the Sinus
Okay.
elves are once their connection was restored with Fidelis Deus, their honor was restored.
Okay.
Oh come on. Oh, it won't let me do it.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go.
This 1 second, John. Let me see if I can do it. All right, I'm just gonna do this. Post it in. Well, I should have it in maps. If you want to post, yeah, I have it in maps. Yeah.
The only
yeah.
reason I wanted to do that is, or wanted it on Roll20 is to draw on it, and have other people see.
I see. Unfortunately, my tablet won't allow me to move the players tab to that.
Where did you post it?
It's in the maps. All right, 1
Like,
second.
did you
I might
just
get.
post it or just the norm?
Sign.
No,
Okay.
it should be. It should.
I heard a little ding, so I thought something got posted somewhere.
All right, I might cut out for a second because I'm using Roll20 on my computer. So bear with me.
Okay.
Things are gonna get. Here we go. How about that? Do you guys see it now?
Yes.
All right, sweet. Alrighty. So you guys are at the Temple of Light.
City, as in this guy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
You also get right on Uther's footstep on doorstep too.
Oh, there is this. And I guess there's the Blood Mother's Respite.
The orcs.
Yeah, we'll do DPS.
I'm not sure how. Good thing you have an elf in the party. That's actually that might come in clutch. I'm not sure how the party would.
What the fuck is he? Slime Child, what the fuck are you doing trying to guess whether or not they're good?
Well, I can teleport us to there.
I'm saying that you have an answer, like, right here.
Oh, just ask the elf.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know specifically out of character. I didn't remember the exact lore of the Shadar Kai, if it was just generally Elven or Shadow Elven, and
Actually,
what the is like. It's a city in the land of shadow. It doesn't sound like the pleasantest of places. So I'm like,
True.
in that specific location, are they going to kill us on sight or not? Is basically what I want to know.
The Shadow Kai are also known as Umbra Elves.
Yeah.
Elves were tasked by the loyal god to delve into the land of shadows, while some feared what they would face a similar. As some would fear that they would face a similar fate to the Sinus Elves, or the Dark Elves, they did not, but were left with skeletal and ghostly forms. The longer they stayed, the more the shadows began to make them more make them look more sickly in appearance. However, despite this, they remained loyal to each other and even established a settlement devoted to helping travelers pass through these god-forsaken lands if anyone did choose to go through them. The loyal god was pleased with their goal of the goal of these elves, and due to their appearance, he named them the Umbra Elves. That is the official Umbra Elf lore.
Okay.
I have to go Gladiator instead.
So, what are you guys gonna do?
So I
I
vote.
am heavily invested in book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Book, yeah, I'm for it.
Titus is also for it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing the book.
Okay.
Book!
So,
Now, here's
Sounds
the
like
other
it.
here's the question. Do you have the chalks and materials to make a teleportation circle? You have the money, but do you have the chalks?
1 second.
We can buy chalks.
Yes,
Let me.
that will be the thing. You'll need to buy chalks.
I can't just use it. So is it different from like a normal spell where I can't just use it? Use my
You have to teleport
So
people.
The,
a few. So
oh, as
yes,
yeah. So I can't just use my arcane focus to
No.
do it.
because you
Okay.
need to be able to that spell has a cost to it, and the cost is expending the
Okay.
chalks and materials. So you would need to buy that.
Okay. What constitutes a rare chalk? Is it a specific type of chalk?
No, it's just magical. I mean, not like magical. It's just like, oh, this chalk is used for. I mean, I wouldn't like. Yeah, I would
The
let you know,
purest
like,
of white soapstone.
yeah, there's no like, it's like a white stone that's this and no, it's just like you get it from like a wizard store.
Okay. Uh. So time to go look for some chalk. Let's search here first. Maybe the people.
Let's see. Wait a minute.
Just is it just normal ink or is it also rare ink?
It's like rare ink. It's like
Okay,
it's
they
not,
might have rare ink at least.
Wait a minute.
yes, John.
I have Scholar's Pack. I also have. Okay.
I know
Bag
this
of
guy.
Mysteries.
Bag of Mysteries.
I think I ever opened that.
I have no idea what's in the Bag of Mysteries. Rare chalks, infused inks.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Would my ink be considered quality enough, considering it is for a spellcaster?
If it came in the pack, just your standard pack, probably not. It's good enough.
The Scholar's Pack.
Yeah, if it's good enough for like doing spells, but not good enough for such a high level spell such as this. Like good for like copying spells down in your spell book, absolutely. For doing a spell such as teleportation circle, you would need something a little more arcanely charged. Unfortunately.
Hmm.
Talaran. hold on, I might have.
You know what's in my bag of mysteries?
I thought I did. I thought I wrote something down.
Oh my god.
Well, while he looks through his bag of mysteries, I'm going to start checking through the place for chalk and ink.
All right.
I rolled a
Until
16.
the DM has an answer for me before I start rifling through that bag.
Oh, I think this was just like a random bag of holding that had random crap in it. I think it was like supposed to be like a gimmick bag. I think
There's a
that's
couple of them.
I think that's what it was supposed to be, but I can't remember. All right, John, we're gonna come back to that because I totally forgot that you had that. So we will come back to that, okay?
All right.
We're gonna put a
Cop
pen
out.
pen in clues for things to put a pin in. Put a pin in these clues for the Book of Exalted Deeds and John's mystery bag of random
Shit.
knickknacks. Okay, so you go through all of the temple, and you do not find any chalk or materials that would be even considered worthy enough for a teleportation circle.
I had to go downtown and get some.
Oh, and so like, because I didn't know that, like myself at the time, but I'm just gonna assume at the final stand there wasn't anything that, well, yeah, there wasn't anything there where I would have picked that up.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think.
I mean, you could potentially go back there and find them, and potentially they could potentially have that. If you guys wanted to trek through the through the Plains of Strife again to find them.
No, I think we just R&H Town's closer anyway,
Okay.
and they seem like they'd have it.
Portable hole. Road to the temple.
Well, Rush's Rest or Spite would definitely have it.
Oh, probably. Portable hole. Why did I write? Oh, you guys didn't open up that chest. There was something else in that chest. I'm not sure. Okay, so what's the plan, guys? You guys wanna look for the book, but you guys don't have the means to get to the book at the moment. So what's the plan? What is the plan?
Go. I guess
Should
go.
we go to the respite and then seek civilization?
You could. You could
Yep.
go to. You could, yeah. Oh, Rush's Respite.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah,
You
do we
would
go
have.
Rush's Respite, who will probably have it, or but we have to go through the woods, or R&H Town, who might have it and is closer and not through the woods?
It's hard to say if a town like the RNH town would have something like that magical. You could always ask. I mean,
If only there's someone still here we could ask.
Yeah.
did Dylan leave?
No.
No.
I think it was referring to the grandfather or whatever, the demigod.
Or the one chick.
Oh, I mean, oh, she's still here. You can.
Oh, I thought she
Yeah,
left.
she's still here now.
Yeah. RNH town is sort of it's
This is the backwater.
It's sort of backwater. It's nice. I mean, the people are wonderful, but it's sort of backwater.
You're saying there might not be a chance we'll find chalk.
Probably not. No, they're not the most arcane
Matt.
fluent, magically fluent individuals.
2 rushes it is.
Yep. To the Fae.
To the
Hooray.
Damn it.
No, I wasn't gonna give you the oh yeah, instant ticket to the to the Feywild or to the Shadowfell.
Thank you. You've learned your
Yeah.
lesson.
I'm learning my lesson.
I mean, it's an instant ticket that I would have, had because I took a spell.
Yeah. So it would so it would have been player instant ticket, but you still need the material component.
Yeah.
Also, I was like improv. It's Book of Exalted Deeds. Was it planned? That wasn't in the notes.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To
you
be
guys-
honest, I was just looking for more teleportation locations.
Oh, and you got something even better.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you guys begin your trek to the RNH. I'm assuming RNH Town first, and then Feywild.
I was thinking we just go straight to rushes through the woods.
Just raw dogging it. Raw dogs.
You know, there was a thing said to us by our Dylan boy, and I know this. We don't walk through the woods.
Follow the path.
Yes.
Definitely follow the path.
I mean,
Yeah.
Talarn, you might be fine. You actually might be fine because you are an elf. Everybody else, probably not.
As I stated previously, Aerith may not be a smart man, but he ain't that fucking stupid.
I like. I
Well,
like
if we're
the-
going to be walking all that way, we could also just walk to the Shadowlands.
Could. Good.
Or hit up Vox Populi.
Yeah,
True.
see how that's going on over there. I actually do have a map.
What
of
would have been the
Vox
point of going to rushes before we discovered the existence of the book?
Me? Was that me or to the?
That's
other
to
folks?
everybody, including you. What was the importance of going to rushes before we found the book?
Oh, I just mentioned like, oh, it's rushes. Like everybody know, like 2 people know about rushes. Like that was just like me just saying like, oh, you guys know about a Harengon Inn that is in the middle of the Feywild. That was all. That was
Okay.
all I said.
Okay, then we
There is no importance.
Okay.
And he might have magical trinkets, but knowing him,
he seems like a guy that would.
he had a
but-
lot of weird magical.
Yeah, he had a lot of random shit.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of. And it
You
also
know, a
smells
lot
like
of random
it smells like nutmeg and cinnamon.
Yeah. The chalk is just nutmeg.
Just nutmeg. I got some chalk. Just a stick of cinnamon.
As long as it works.
No, it's just cinnamon.
It's labeled magical chalk, so it works.
Just in the Feywild, though. Anywhere else, it won't work.
And magic is
Yeah.
spelled MAJIK on the label.
All right, gentlemen. Which way are you going? Oh shoot, this is already charged. Forgot to unplug that. All right, you guys going to the Feywild? You guys going to?
Well, it sounds like we don't want to go through the Feywild.
Right.
I mean, I can only get so much more corrupted, but
It's like,
All right.
can't get too much more converged.
So, what's the plan? RNH time.
plan
RNH
is
and
to,
then Vox
make
Populi
a
or
plan.
rushes.
That's the plan.
Alrighty. Is
Or
everybody?
we could go to Final Stand. What's Falling Twilight again? Is that a town?
It is a small like city, not small, pretty big fishing city village.
Fishing City.
Sort
okay.
of like I guess Azamo Bay from Ghost of Tsushima. That'd be like the best description.
Oh, Swindletown?
The Falling Twilight.
No, I'm Azamo Bay.
Yeah. It's sort of like
Swindletown.
sort of
KG.
Yeah, KG. You got the got like the fishing docks and pretty well protected. A pretty well protected fort.
Wait, is that the place in the gorge in the second area, or?
That is in, I think that's in Act 1. It's where you have to rescue Taka's. I think you rescue Taka in Azamo Bay. I think. Yeah.
Okay. Not the area I thought it was.
No.
I'm thinking about Act 2.
Ah.
Where you're going into the
Oh,
the
swamp
Shadyville.
area. Yeah, no, it's not that. No. That's cool. I like that area, but no. This is the fishing area.
Okay,
So, what's the plan, guys?
so in character, it seems like do we have like a map on hand, like our characters,
Yeah, you guys
like-
have like a general. Sure, yeah.
general like global map thing?
Yeah.
So pulling that, or if there's like just one there, yeah. So looking at the map, you know, assuming Rush's location's accurate, we could, but it's also the Fae, so it might not be. Looks like Vox Populi or the Stronghold are the two closest major settlements that might have what we need, or that almost certainly have what we need. Eventually we might run into rushes along the way, because Fae shenanigans. So I vote thinking we go to Vox Populi.
I'm in favor of whatever you choose. I mean, I feel like Vox Pop will probably have everything we need if we are looking for chalk.
Yeah.
They are the exact same distance once we reach the crossroad.
Well, there's the first crossroad too.
Oh, you're talking about going in that way.
I don't know if it matters which way we go.
No, it's just 2 areas.
Yeah. One would technically be closer. It's like,
A whole 10 feet. Yeah.
yeah. So. Hit up Vox Populi or hit up Rushes? Let's put it to a vote. Or the
Pretty sure
Stronghold.
we're more likely
Or
to
the Stronghold.
find. The Stronghold's a city. I mean, I think we'd probably have more luck finding something, or the stuff that we need for spells like that in cities, and they're both port cities, so.
Let's just do Vox Populi. It's the safest bet, I think.
Okay.
You also have allies in Vox Populi too. Stronghold,
Yeah.
not so much.
I mean, I have history with the Stronghold.
You
I
do
don't
have
know
history.
how
You do have history with the Stronghold.
how amiable that might still be, though.
Yeah. You, your wife could be still the Stronghold.
Tiny little slime goblin girl goes, I used to be a soldier for you.
I led army.
I led an army.
Yeah, you used to be like the most
Let
macho.
me in.
You used to be the most macho man, now you're a slime girl.
Yeah. I mean, I have the like
Hiroshima'd into slime.
yeah.
Not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh no! Radiation on my
happened?
dick. It fell
Yeah.
off.
I mean, I have that rod of lordly might that
It like
I have an immovable rod.
restored a lot of
what it's
things.
called.
Yeah, yeah. That's that's the name of the magic item.
And it gave me visions of leading people, so it potentially has a connection. So we could potentially go there and
Yeah.
be like, yes, it is I. See, I have this. Or they just kill us.
Just-
Or me.
Exciting.
They pulls out the rod.
and
And they
and
go, "Where'd you get that?"
well,
It was with me.
I
all
found it.
along."
well.
But
Found it.
it resonated with me though, so
Also, if this was when we did the session and the Platinum Keep, there was another converged slime person that did tell you that they could get your body restored.
yeah, bodies are overrated.
That was in Iri and Melamar. Like he did
Yeah.
say he could help you if you wanted to go that route too.
Nah, bodies are overrated.
Okay.
Why be human when I can be slime girl? Little midget slime girl.
Just throw that
One's
out there.
funnier, James.
I know, but I wanted to keep that on the table for you. That was one of the options. I mean, but to be fair, my slime guy also did not like
Yeah.
the confines of flesh. So he's with you on that. Alrighty, so what's the plan? We go into Stronghold, we go into the Vox Populi, or are we going to
Well-
we taking a trek to the Desolate Valley to the Land of
Well,
Shadows?
My
Well,
vote
that one's
is Vox
definitely the
Populi.
longest.
Which one?
The Desolate,
Desolate
Valley.
Valley is. the
Why don't
one.
we just vote by texting, or not texting, by like putting it in chat? You know, and then we can see who has
Or you-
what.
or you
Or we
all
just.
You all text me and it's a mystery.
No, because I don't trust you.
What do you mean you don't trust me?
How you not gonna trust him, dude?
What if he like fudges the numbers? Be like, I guess you're going to the Desolate Desert because everyone voted for it.
Why would I fudge it? Why would I fudge it? I have no reason to fudge it.
All right. Well, I have my answer. I have my answer in the general chat typed up.
All
Right.
right,
I'm
hit
ready.
send.
everybody vote. Yeah, I have no reason to fudge. Anywhere that's not
Anywhere
Continue on that
2
down
for
to
Vox.
Vox.
1 vote's thrown away. Town.
Which town?
Yeah.
Austin. Which town?
Titus specified, sir.
Please pick Vox. 3 votes.
Vox sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks like okay, cool.
Even
4
the person
votes.
not playing says Vox.
So we got Stronghold for 1. Okay, cool. I'm glad you counted it. 5 for Vox, so that's majority.
I
What
already
about you,
put
John?
that-
He
Oh, you
voted for
did.
Stronghold.
Oh, you voted Stronghold. Oh, yeah.
Man, John, I gotta respect the strong.
Much like a dead vote.
I
I
mean,
wanted to see what they do with him.
Yeah.
well,
He
we can
holds
always
up the
find out
rod
later
and
because
then
that's where my
goes-
other teleportation circle is too.
Because also, to learn, your elf people are also at war with the armies of the stronghold.
You people.
They're at war with the who?
What do you
the,
mean, you
army
The
that's
people?
Stronghold.
The stronghold army.
What do you mean? You mean
You guys begin your journey to the RNH town, and that's the start of your journey to Vox Populi.
All right.
Okay.
That's it. You guys begin your journey to RNH town.
Cool.